Inkatha has been operating openly, I don't know for how many years, unharassed and unpersecuted by the state. In fact, the leader of Inkatha Freedom Party is the chief minister in a homeland created by Pretoria. The resources of that homeland are at his disposal. He has got offices in Ulundi. He gets his salary from the South African government. Most of his ministers are paid by the South African government. They have never been arrested, persecuted, or banned, banished, or exiled like ourselves. Unlike Mandela, he has enjoyed all the space to mobilize. Mandela, until last year, was in prison for 27 years. All the senior leadership of the ANC, for information, has never been able until last year to come back and build an organization inside South Africa. So I think the comparison is rather unfortunate. Inkatha is a sweetheart organization, loved by Pretoria and not harassed at all. And they have never been involved in a struggle, in my own memory, against the South African government. They are like a church, as far as I'm concerned, which goes every day unmolested to preach the word of God. They preach the word of freedom without taking any action to ensure that freedom comes about. Then moving from there, I think your statistics are rather outdated. The ANC so far has got more than 500,000 members, and there's a drive to recruit more members into the ANC. I think that's an achievement, considering that we started building the ANC seriously in August last year. Yes, we're unbanned in February. But then you have got to build a core of leaders. They had just come out of prison. Others were abroad. We had to set interim structures. You must remember, we're an underground movement. An underground movement is going to be very, very small to survive. Now we're building a mass movement. And for us to have reached all the parts of South Africa in 8 months is an amazing achievement. You know, the membership in the Transkei alone is close to 30,000 within 8 months. Inkatha has had, I don't know when it was formed, but I think it has had more than 10 years to build itself, openly and unharassed. And why does the world expect us within 8 months to have, 2 million or 2.2 million paid up membership? But your own papers in South Africa, at any rate, I think Mr. Bob and others will agree, there have been polls to show that more South Africans, and especially blacks, support the ANC, more than 42%, and only 6% support Inkatha. Those are not Mandela's polls or the polls of Maibuye or the African Communist, but bourgeois papers like the Star and others. Even Ken Owen, who doesn't like us, agrees that we enjoy majority support. Now, I think there is no doubt that we are a mass national movement. We are not a Natal-based or a Cape-based organization. We have got membership throughout the country, amongst all Africans, Zulus, Xhosa, Tswanas, amongst Indians, people of Asian origin, mixed race, and also amongst whites. There might be few whites in the ANC, but they are there. We are working closely. We are in alliance with a massive trade union federation, which supports the broad outlines of, broad policies of the movement. That is COSATU. Coming to a question, how can the ANC, if it associates and works with what you call dictators, Fidel Castro, Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi? You know, the ANC is involved in a very serious struggle to overthrow apartheid. In that struggle, it needs the support of the international community. The people you call dictators have helped us with training. Poor Cuba has helped us in training our people and has provided equipment. It has given us scholarship to our students to study in Havana and other cities. Why should we reject that assistance? When the Americans were not so forthcoming in terms of training us and giving us anything at that time, the American government.